Instagram baddie is. Now, honestly, I don't even know what an Instagram baddie is. I mean, I do, but I don't. Why? What is an Instagram baddie? I thought we was just all taking selfies. But apparently, there is an Instagram baddie stereotype. In my opinion, an Instagram baddie is just real simple, real basic. They got bomb lashes, bold brows, bomb highlight with a simple wing. So it's really simple to do. If you guys are interested in my take on what an Instagram baddie is, be sure to keep on watching and let go. So I'm gonna go in with this MAC Strobe Cream, and this is a lotion type cream situation. So even though usually I would put it on like the highlighted areas of my face, like my cheekbones and stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and use this as like a lotion type situation. So I'm just gonna rub that all over my face, and it's gonna give me like this nice iridescent glow. And I've already gone ahead and moisturized my face, but I'm still gonna put this on as well because I'm extra, as we all know by now. To prime my eyes, I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Pure Beige. This is just gonna basically cancel out any discoloration, redness, dark spots, anything like veins or anything on your lid. That way when you put your shadow on, you get a nice even color. I'm just going to take a tiny bit of this Mercier powder and set my lids. I like to set my lids just because I feel like it makes the shadow go on a lot smoother and even and not as patchy, because when it's kind of damp and tacky, the shadow can tend to skip a little bit. I honestly don't feel like an Instagram baddie or whatever has super dramatic eyes. I feel like baddies are just somebody who really focuses on like the wing and the lashes. So I'm just gonna go in with this Chocolate Soleil matte bronzer from TooFaced. I'm gonna just put that into my crease just because I want something there that's really subtle, just to add a little bit of dimension and depth to my lids. I feel like baddies have that bomb sharp wing. Like their wings, that's like how you know it's an Instagram baddie, okay? So I'm keeping it simple on the eyeshadow, but we're gonna go on with a nice wing. I'm gonna use the Maybelline Eye Studio Liquid Gel Liner in Blackest Black. And I'm just gonna take this on an angled brush and create a nice sharp wing. I don't have any crazy dramatic lashes right now, but when I don't have any crazy dramatic lashes to use, I like to stack my lashes. So what I'm gonna do is take 2 pairs of lashes and stack them on top of each other on my lashes to create a really nice dramatic full looking lash. Okay, so I've got my lashes on now, and it's time to start on the face. So for my foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in the color Y405. So I'm just gonna add a couple dots to my face. I'm gonna go in with my Real Techniques buffing brush to go ahead and just buff that into my skin. Now if you want, you can go ahead and spray a little bit of MAC Fix Plus on the brush, and that will make it blend in a lot easier. Typically I would be using a beauty blender for my foundation, but a beauty blender gives you a lot less coverage than if you are to buff it into your skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and buff it into my skin. I'm still gonna take a beauty blender, it's damp, and I'm just gonna go over that just a tiny bit just to kind of make it look a little bit more flawless. It's really clear that Instagram baddies love that highlight, the under eye highlight, the highlight. So I'm gonna go in with 2 separate concealers. I'm gonna start off with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Pure Beige again, and then I'm also gonna go in with a tiny bit of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard. I'm gonna take a damp beauty blender again and just start blending that out. Thumbs up for this really cute face. To set my under eyes and the areas that we just highlighted, I'm going to go in with the Mercier Translucent Setting Powder and also the Nye Banana Powder. Instagram baddies be having that poppin' highlight, so I'm gonna make sure that I get a base down. So I'm going to go in with a tiny bit of this NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator, and this is in the shade Gleam. I'm just tapping this into my cheek area. Now it's going to be really subtle, but this with the highlight on top of it is like bubble. I'm going to take this kind of flat, fluffy brush and go in with some more Mercier powder. I feel like this step is necessary because I don't want my foundation to, one, get really oily, so I'm going to set my entire face, and two, it makes the powders, like for contouring, go on a lot smoother. This next step is optional, but I'm going to go ahead and take a little sponge wedge, and I'm going to take my Nye Banana Powder and create a sharp edge. You know, baddies got that sharp chisel contour at all times. I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me powder in number 355 Coconut. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques blush brush. This shade is more to bronze my face up and get that color back. I'm going to work my way up from biggest to smallest, and you'll get what I'm talking about in a second. So for my bronzing, I use that big blush brush. Now to kind of sculpt a little bit more, I'm going to go in with a little bit darker of a shade. And this is the TooFaced SoulMates Blushing Bronze in Ross and Rachel. And I'm going to take this angled brush. Now I'm going to start doing more sculpting, so I'm going to focus it really in the contour areas. I'm going to go in with my darkest and final shade on an even skinnier, smaller, more precise brush. And this is the Real Techniques contour brush. It looks like this. It's kind of like tapered. I'm going to go in with my MAC Warm Light Definitive Sculpt and Shape Powder. I'm going to really focus this in that contour right here. Now that I have gone ahead and contoured, I'm going to go ahead and start dusting away this powder. If you feel like that line is still a little bit too chiseled for you, take your beauty blender and just kind of dab it. We're going to do 2 sets of highlighting today because we extra. I'm going to go in with my MAC Perfect Topping. Can't open it. I'm going to add that to my cheekbones, my cupid's bow. The smaller you do the little tip of your nose, the more petite and buttony your nose is going to look. For blush, I'm using one of the NYX HD blushes in the shade Bitten. This blush is so pigmented, girl. So pigmented. I actually absolutely love this palette. It's the Wild and Radiant palette from Beige Cosmetics, and it has 4 different baked bronzer / illuminators. I wouldn't use it as a bronzer just because they're really, really shimmery, but I do love the shades for highlighting. And it's really hard to show you guys because I broke this one up here, but it has 4 different shades of highlighters. So I'm going to go in with this shade over here. Because I don't have too much going on in my eyes, I'm going to go in with this Paula Dorf Enhancer Baby Eyes. But if you can't find this, another great option is the Wet n Wild Kohl eyeliner pencil in Calling Your Buff. And I'm just going to add that to my waterline. Before I move on to my lips, I'm going to go ahead and spray my face with some MAC Fix Plus. Now, for my lips, I'm going to go in with a little bit of a combo. I'm going to start by lining my lips with this Lord & Berry Nude Lip Liner. So after I've gone ahead and lined my lips with that, I'm going to go in with my NYX Liquid Suede in Soft Spoken. Lastly, after I let this set and get all nice and dry, I'm going to go in with MAC's Honeylove. What's the scoop, Kohl? This question comes from one Kelly girl. Girl, you are beautiful, okay? Can I just say that? She says, what's the scoop on your hair color? Love it. Thank you so much. What did you use? What color and brand? Has it made your hair dry? Would you recommend adding colors to natural hair? So I'm going to start off with the first question she asked. She says, what did you use? What color and what brand? Now, I honestly get so many questions about my hair color, and I'm always hesitant to answer it just because I really know nothing about my hair color, and this was honestly an accident. Back when I got my first diva cut about 2 years ago, she ended up dyeing my entire head a burgundy red color. I'll actually insert a picture right here. So she dyed my entire head this color, and since then it's been about 2 years and it's just naturally grown out like this. So this is all my new natural hair color, and this was the color that she dyed my hair. Now the sun has just naturally faded my hair to this color, so I don't know what brand she used, I don't know what color she used. All I know it was like a burgundy red, and the sun has naturally just done this to my hair. This is me having not dyed my hair. This is like post 2 years hair dye. The second question, has it made your hair dry? Absolutely not, because she was a professional and she didn't use any sort of bleach on my hair whatsoever. I don't think it made my hair dry at all. I honestly don't know. Maybe my hair could have been more healthy if I didn't dye it, but based off what I can tell, I don't feel like my hair's been any more dry than it would have been had I not dyed it. Would I recommend adding color to natural hair? So obviously no dye is going to be healthy for your hair, but there are so many options, that way it's not as damaging to your hair. So by all means, if you want to change up your hair, go for it. Your hair is so temporary. It might seem like it's not, and it's like the end of the world if something bad happens to it, but I promise you, coming from somebody who has seen the absolute worst in their hair, everything will be okay. If you don't like it, it will suck, but you tried it, you live, you learn. So if you want to dye your hair, by all means, girl, express yourself. Express yourself. Now, a different question. Would I recommend bleach on your hair? Absolutely not. Stay away from bleach 1,000,000,000%. I am begging you, your natural hair is begging you, stay away from the bleach. Don't do it. Alright guys, so that is the end of this video. Be sure to give it a giant thumbs up. Comment down below using the hashtag ThisScoopWithCoop for a chance to have your question featured, and I will see you guys in my next video.
Make it say, no limit. I see murder that.